Welcome to London, home to some of the finest gun makers in the world. Behind me is Purdy, and within a few hundred yards we have Holland & Holland, Asprey, William Evans and of course Boss. Any wing shooting enthusiast or a man passionate about fine guns, this is a mecca for him. If you're in London in July, you aren't going to find many people in the gun makers' shops. You need to go to the CLA Game Fair. Every one of the major London gun makers will be in Gun Makers Row. They'll have moved, lock, stock and barrel. If you want to see them in July, that's where you go.
This time of year, it's outside London, on a drive through the English countryside, where all the gun makers are to be found. This is the Country Land Association Game Fair, a 3-day gala of all there is to the good life lived in the country.
When you get something like 500,000 people gathered in one place celebrating the countryside, hunting in particular, you know, that's a special buzz. You cannot describe, it's a tented city over several hundred acres, and there is everything for the country enthusiast. With the activities and the shows, it's a real who's who of the hunting industry in Europe and particularly worldwide. Many American visitors travel there.
Good boy. Sit. Good job.
Among the highlights of the game fair is Gun Makers Row, a one-stop collection of the finest custom gun makers in the world today.
Gun Makers Row stretches at least a quarter to half a mile, and you'll have every one of the major makers. I can't name them all. It's an endless list of the who's who in fine gun making. And everybody comes to this show because that's the best exposure in Europe, where you're going to see the most guns and the most opportunity. And obviously there's some bargains to pick up because it's a pretty competitive trade at that point with everybody being in the same place.